Well, welcome back to SAFC Live. Sunderland are in the playoffs. Danny Collins, it's happened. We're there.
It has, yeah. We thought there were going to be twists and turns all afternoon, and that proved to be the case. I think at half-time it was looking a bit edgy, wasn't it? We weren't in front, and you're looking at the other grounds as well. There's a couple of goals we needed to go our way, and when we come out second half, we upped it a gear or two. We got that passing game going, what we've seen a lot this season, and then obviously you're getting the news coming in that Blackburn had nicked one after the break. Yep. Pressure on Millwall then. We're perhaps looking at Middlesbrough trying to help us out to get a goal, but it was Blackburn that done the job, and then obviously in that 10-minute sort of spell really we blew Preston away, and they'd gone by then. It become a little bit of a keep ball session for the boys, enjoying themselves. 6,000 fans behind the goal, Olays were up, and that was that job done. So we go again. We go again. Let's have a look at the game then this afternoon. Sunderland, as Danny said, blowing Preston away in 10 minutes in the second half, and this is how it happened. Action from the first half. There was a couple of incidents in the first half where actually Preston came close, didn't they? Yeah, I thought they actually started better than ourselves. I think going back to that West Brom game a couple of weeks ago, first 5-10 minutes or so, they were at it, West Brom, and that was the similar case today, I felt, with Preston, and we looked a little bit edgy. We couldn't get hold of the ball, couldn't get any passes together, but you always feel that we are going to get opportunities on the counter, and to see there Jack Clarke early on, didn't see too much of the ball in that first half, Jack, but that was a half chance for him there, cutting in on his favoured right foot, and that's what we know Jack likes, and we'll see what come about in the second half where he added to his goal tally for the season. But yeah, I always say, we've got Patrick on the pitch, you've got Ahmad on the pitch, you've got Jack, Joe, you've got Pritchard coming off the bench. When they're at it, and that's that incident, we'll just get onto that. That's a penalty every day of the week, isn't it? I said when we first saw it, I thought Bauer had planted his leg and Joe had maybe made the contact, but you're seeing it back there. That is a penalty. He's left his leg there and it's contacting. I think the referee's got away with one in the end, because obviously it didn't count for anything as we went on to win the game 3-0, didn't we? But you see there, Woodman, it was a good save, wasn't it? Patrick coming in on his left foot. What we seen last week against Watford, he looks for that one, doesn't he? Trying to find that top corner. So in that first half, I don't think either team controlled it. I thought they had a couple of opportunities to see here on the counter attack from. I think we had a set play here. Big opportunity for Delap. Could have been a different story if he tucks that one away. But he's done everything right, really, hasn't he? He's gone across. Anthony Patterson just tried to reverse it, bottom corner, but a couple of yards past the post, let off for Sunderland. And then just thinking second half, I think Tony Mowbray's had a few words. Come on, boys, a little bit more belief. We know what we're capable of. Let's show a bit more in the second half. But see there from Pierre Ekwall, I'd probably give him man of the match today. I thought he was excellent.
Yeah,
I thought
he
had
was so
good
composed
control.
on the ball, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He used his strength well. Look at this for a ball, by the way. He could have easily just fed it out to Jack Clarke with space, but reverses it, takes 3 or 4 Preston players out of the game. Unlucky there, Joe Gelhardt. Some people might say, can he go round him? It's easy when you see it back, it's slowed down, and we get to look at it a couple of times, but it's happening quite quick for Joe there, and I'd give credit to the goalkeeper, Freddie Woodman there. He was out quite sharp and spread himself well. So that's it then, really, going in at half-time 0-0. You're thinking, is it going to be one of those days? But to be fair, we made the change. Alex Pritchard come on at half-time for Dennis Sirkin, and he's straight into it there. You see, feeds the ball out, and this is where we're at our best. He made a difference,
didn't he?
He did, yeah. He just picks the ball up, and good awareness here. Look, he has a quick look over his shoulder, knows Dan Neil's there, and Dan does, everything right. He doesn't, because he doesn't find the bottom corner, but in terms of his technique and everything, just trying to feed it into that bottom corner. But unfortunately, just a yard past the post. He says sorry there, doesn't he? Apologises to himself, I think. But he needn't have worried, because we carried on from there. We were on the front foot. Link-up plays excellent. Pierre there said he was excellent all afternoon. Could have and should have got himself a goal as well. Uses his body well, holds his man off. And for me, again, it's easy for me, slow down. Just pass it into that bottom corner there. Look, tries to go across the goalkeeper, but I'd say it's not a good save from Woodman. He just fires it into his chest, doesn't he? I think they're slowing that down, maybe as a shout for offside, but it's tight, and I don't think it is anyway. It's maybe leaning slightly, but you can just see how we work it. We don't play with any real tempo there, so we go through the gears a little bit. You've got Preston, a lot of players back there. I'm not sure who it comes off there. Is it McCann, I think? Yeah, it just hangs the left boot out, doesn't he? And it sits there lovely for Ahmad to hit it first time. It's spinning, but see it there. What a lovely controlled finish. Up and over the keeper. I thought it's not quite in the corner as such, is it? But I think it's just the flight on the ball, which does Freddie Woodman there. And that just settles us down. And I think, did Blackburn get their equaliser just after that one, or was it the next goal? I'm not sure, but there was 2 quick goals.
There was work to do.
Yeah.
For the other side.
Forget about this one. It's
what a great save that is.
Yeah, he didn't have much to do, did he, in that second half? And I thought I'd hit him on his chest, but just see it back now. I think he gets the right glove up good reactions from Anthony Patterson, and there's Jack Clark, a couple of yards out with the overhead kick to get it clear for us. So yeah, so they did have a couple of moments there, Preston. And this one, yeah, Alex Pritchard, I think there when he sees it back, and I think you can see by his reaction there, lovely bit of skill, little nutmegs there on Bauer, and then just bang, just pass it into that bottom corner. But I think he'll say he tries to be a little bit clever, chop back onto his left, loses his footing, opportunity goes away. Next one now, Jack Clark driving forward, Alex Pritchard, and he didn't have to wait too long, did he, to make amends for that one there.
It's a great finish, isn't it? Because everyone's expecting it to go
feed
bottom
it out
corner.
I think, or feed it out to, is it Ahmad that's outside in there, or Patrick Roberts, I'm not sure, but watch now, the play's going that way, everybody's going that way, and it just uses a couple of the defenders, keeper's probably unsighted, and he just reverses it into that corner there, no chance for Woodman, and that just takes the pressure off, doesn't it? You've got that 2-goal lead. And I think, as you say now, Frankie, it is now that Blackburn go and get the equaliser, so all of a sudden that goal swing, fans go up behind the goal, that filters down onto the lads on the pitch.
4 minutes later, this happens.
And it's the third one now, lovely play, work it from right to left across the pitch. And to be fair, they get bodies out there, but what they don't do there, Preston, I think they've got, it's Potts who does really well all afternoon, man behind him as well, they both don't put the brakes on there, and they're almost on the same line, and Jack just uses him as a shield really, and just bends him round him into that far corner. Lovely finish, and that's what he's been after. A couple of opportunities in the first half, but third time lucky for him, and that was 3-0, game over. And after that, we controlled it really well, and it's all the case then of what's happening elsewhere. And as we know, results went for us. Well, result went for us.
Well, let's look at the other results then around the Championship. Birmingham City ending things with a defeat to Sheffield United. Burnley 3 going up in style against Cardiff. Huddersfield Town 2. What a great job Neil Warnock's done down there against Reading. Luton Town 0. Hull City 0. Now we'll come on to that. Middlesbrough 1. Coventry City 1. So Borough getting a goal back. Coventry are in the playoffs as well. Millwall 3. Blackburn Rovers 4. Saw Sunderland into the playoffs this afternoon. Norwich City 0. Blackpool 1. Queen's Park Rangers 0. Bristol City 2. Swansea City 3. West Brom out of it in the end. Only 2 goals for them. Watford 2, Stoke City 0. And Wigan Athletic 0. Rotherham United 0. Let's have a look at the final table. That's the Championship. Sky Bet Championship. Top 10. That's how it ends. And because of that, Sunderland are in the playoffs. They will play Luton Town at the Stadium of Light at 5:30 on Saturday. It's a quick turnaround.
Quick turnaround, yeah. I think as a player, you don't mind that because it's that gap then really where you've got to wait for the final. It seems to take an eternity, but yeah, you know what a way to end the season. I'm just looking actually there, Frankie. I think Middlesbrough, you know, disappointing in a way for them, not really going into the playoffs. You mentioned it before, momentum and results behind you. Another draw, Luton as well, draw 0-0, wasn't it? So I think they drew 1-1 with Blackburn, didn't they, the other day? So yeah, you're looking at form going into it, winning, but from the lads' point of view there, the confidence they'll have going away from home, getting the job done, clean sheet for the lads at the back again. Fantastic results. And you know, Swansea as well against West Brom. Swansea finishing the season strong. Just season's ended a little bit soon for them because they've been going really well recently. So job done, over the line, but still the hard work to do.
Yes. I was wondering, do we have any Ask Danny's in? Well, let's have a look. Let's throw them up then. A couple of these in. Are Sunderland going up, Danny, from Justin? Well, yes or no?
Straight to the point, isn't he? Well, you asked me, I think halfway through the season, are we going to make the playoffs? And I went, yeah, we're going to get there. And we've managed to get over the line. I would back us.
We got the momentum.
I would back us in a, you know, it's coming into that knockout sort of football really now. I was going to say a one-off game. Obviously, it's 2 in the semi-finals.
Do you think we can beat Luton
we
over
can
2 legs?
We can beat anybody, yeah. We can beat anybody when we're at it, when we turn up. I mean, let's be honest, we haven't got our full squad to pick from either, have we? I know other teams will say the same. They're obviously going to have injuries as well. But you're missing your 2 regular centre-backs, your captain's missing, your marksman at the top end of the pitch. That's the spine of your team, as you say there. But we've got lads there more than capable. You know, that makeshift centre-back pairing. Excellent again this afternoon. But it's going to be interesting. Sort of a battle of styles, really, coming up against Luton. They'll be direct. They'll play their football in the final. You know, everyone talks about Millwall, the way they play. Luton are pretty similar. They've got good technicians as well, don't get me wrong, but they'll play off the big men, 2 6'4" lads at the top end of the pitch. Why wouldn't you play direct, get balls into them? So it's going to be an interesting one, but we've got to get our passing game going like we've seen in the second half there. And it's going to be interesting. We need to really get a lead to go down to Kenilworth Road for the second leg.
Yeah. Any more? Let's have a look. This one comes in from Andrew. It says, this was in the oven first half, decorated at half-time, and then we scored 3 while Millwall concede 3. Coincidence? Must be my lucky cake. Lots more baking to do. Keep baking, Andrew. And there's the cake. Nice one. Nice bit of baking. Is there any more? Let's have a look. A couple more to throw up. Safi. We've done it. We're the lads. I love Sunderland. We love Sunderland. Thanks, Safi. And the final one from Andrew. It says, what a day, what a season. How do you think we will get in on the playoffs? And amazing work by you again, Frankie. Thanks very much, Andrew. It's a pleasure to have you along for the ride. And, of course, all of our fans around the world watching on SAFC Live all season. Danny, I think you've covered that final point. You think we'll do all right in the playoffs. And Sunderland continue this unbelievable season in the Championship. We'll be back on Saturday. It's a 5:30 kickoff, which means we'll be on air from 5 p.m. as Sunderland go till the end. We'll see you soon.